It's okay?
Dear Earthmates, we are visiting Hanan Awwad in Kudüs, Jerusalem. In Arabic and Turkish, we say Kudüs, as in many languages.
Yeah.
Mostly use the word Jerusalem. You know, she is the president of Pan-Palestine Center, and she is a poet and a devoted earthmate for the salvation, the liberation of the Palestinian people and Palestinian land.
Yes.
And as she knows, as you know, I am in favor of a world unity, but a peaceful world unity can happen only all the people can live peacefully,
Yeah.
all different. So thank you so much for joining again, Hanan.
Thank you, my dear.
Now, in the news, international press, we see that illegal is some illegal Jewish settlers are occupying the Palestinian land country, and there is some interaction. What would you like to say about that?
Well, as you saw in the TVs, and it is very hard situation. Many people were killed. They attacked the houses, they burned the houses, and they killed people with the assistance of the soldiers. That means that the Israeli government, the occupation government, is agree to what's going on, and they decided to continue. They might invade Ramallah or all the West Bank. I will describe that in a poem that I wrote. It is a long one, but yeah, I will read part of it in Arabic. Let the people listen to the language, and then I read the piece in English. Can I do that?
Excuse me, would you read the English part first and then the Arabic?
Okay, I will. Okay,
thank you.
I will.
And we can publish the whole poem
yes,
in Arabic and in English.
Yes, I will send it to you.
Thank you.
The poem called Blood Ipsidium. How does a leader slumber in the darkness of captivity? I am not aware what to write, what my pen can endorse, or what my inflicted soul can record in the criminal age which shackled with hatred. How can the vocabulary be able to light the candles of the soul which inscratch it with the thorns of iniquity? How can my pen outburst to transport portraits that did not exist even in the old legend, and not even in the history crimes which were recorded in letters of subjugation? And how can I converse on the rivers of blood that leak through the corridors of the guillotine which was prepared for the towering individual who are entangled in a rising free country? And how can my amplified voice spring out at a time voice suppression and amputation of limbs?
Thank you. Thank you.
I will give you the Arabic part of it. كيف يغفو في ظلام الأسر زعيم؟ لا أدري ماذا أكتب، وماذا يسجل قلمي، وماذا تستطيع روح الجريحة أن تخط في هذا الزمن الإجرامي المكبل بالأحقاد؟ بماذا تستطيع الكلمات أن تضيء قناديل الروح المجرحة بأشواك الظلم؟ وكيف يتفجر قلمي لينقل صورا لم تظهر حتى في أساطير الأولين ولا في جرائم التاريخ المسجلة بحروف القهر؟ وكيف أتحدث عن نهار الدم التي تسيل في دروب المقصلة أعدت للقامات الشامخة في حرية وطن ينهض؟ وكيف ينطق صوت الجهوري في زمن والتكتيم الصوتي وتقطيع الأوصال. ماذا أقول في مؤامرات الصمت وارتداء الموت وقارورة ماء النار وانفجار في انفجار.
Shukran.
This is part of the poem.
Shukran.
Ah.
And if I can, in the coming years, I've always wanted, one of the languages I've been meaning to learn is Arabic. Actually, all the Middle East languages I want to learn. I would like to study Palestinian Arabic, especially.
Yeah, it's
And
the same Arabic. We have the main Arabic language, literally Arabic for all the countries, but some accents from country to country.
I will prefer yours.
Okay, I will teach you myself.
Well,
With pleasure.
I'll be honored. Thank you.
Thanks.
And recently, there are some, with the help of China, between Saudi Arabia and Iran, and I think also with Israel, some relations are kind of improving for a general cause of peace, let's say. Maybe they are good, but how about the situation of Palestine? And China is, I know that the president of Palestine is visiting China these days, or am I?
Yeah, he did last week.
Last week.
Yeah. Well, I think any progress in any international community, strong powers can change the ugly face of the occupation. The president of China invited President Abbas to try to find a solution for the problem because, you know, the escalation of terror against the Palestinians in our country, put every leader in the world on responsibility. And they discussed many things, including economic and political. And he tried hard, you know, the president of China, he want to see Palestine state, and he want to see the peace flourish in Palestine. So he tried to make a plan how to revive the situation and the negotiation, and to how to be recognized the state of Palestine, because you know in 2012 we have observer status. Now it is needed that we are recognized in the United Nations Security Council as a full state, independent state of Palestine. To reach this goal, we need the help of all the powers to stand firm with Palestinians to get their rights. And it's not an easy task. They are trying, but the changing coalitions in the Middle East and with the big powers, it gave us some hope that maybe these powers can stop all these atrocities and stop all the full support that the Americans giving to the Israelis and leaving the Palestinian aside. Maybe it have a balance of justice. You know, we as Palestinians, we always call for peace and justice and human dignity, and we sign agreement for this. But as you know, that the occupation broke all the agreements. So now it's an attempt again to try to build up something on reality on the ground, to see the Palestinians enjoy their state, living in peace. Then after that, all the relation will be normal and, you know, as any other nations of the world. But now it is very, very difficult. The situation is extremely difficult.
Yes. And every state has some secrets and official lies, let's say.
You're right.
Of the Israeli lies, Israeli state's lies, is that before Israel, there was only desert, there was nothing. But we know that the Palestine, the land, very fertile, actually, right?
Exactly, very fertile. And it was, even before, before the occupation and the stolen of the paradise, Palestine was very cultural country, and it was the center of the culture. Most of the festival, the meetings, even the art was in Palestine. So Golda Meir declared there is no people in Palestine. We came and find it desert, and which is impossible. The history of Palestine is from long, long ago, and it was a fertile country with people living and with luxury and scholarship and all what you can imagine in a very settled country. But all this have gone, and many of the Palestinians were deported outside their country, and they are now living in refugee camps in different Arab countries like in Syria, in Lebanon, in Jordan, in addition to the refugee camps in the West Bank and Gaza.
That's right. And there is a slogan of the Israeli official or Israeli circles say, and anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. This is a lie, of course.
Of course
I'm
it
an
is.
anti-Zionist. I'm not anti-Semitist. Secondly, anti-Semitism includes Arabs, because Arabs are also Semitic people. I mean,
Semitism, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's actually siblings. The thing is, strictly, there is this racism, Jewish racism, Judaist oppression, and just as there is Islamofascism, there is Judaist Judeo-fascism as well. These are facts, and there are many good Muslims, but the main minority are in favor of terror. Also, there are many good Jews, but there are occupying Jews and
exactly. That's what you said. Yeah, even fanaticism Muslim, they did not occupy another country. Okay,
yeah.
we disagree with all the things that get out of the Islamic traditions as appeared in the Holy Quran and the Hadith of the Prophet. But they do not occupy another country. But the Zionism occupied Palestine and take the people out of Palestine. So it's a little difference. But we as Palestinians, we don't believe the differences in religion. The question of Palestine is not a religious question. It's not a struggle between Jewish and Muslims. It is a land struggle. Yeah, the struggle of Palestine, the stolen Palestine, how to get back. And even we didn't get back, they give us little percentage of the historic Palestine. This is the reality. As for Judaism, we respect it, as you know. And in Palestine society, we don't have any kind of racism or any difference in religion. Muslims and Christians are working together as united Palestinians on the land of Palestine. Even in our authority, we used to have some Jewish representatives in the Ministry of External Affairs. So religion has nothing to do with the question. The question is the land, the struggle of the land, the existence, the identity, the dignity of the Palestinian people. The cause of Palestine needed to be solved. Long, long years, 75 years now, enough is enough. The big powers have to look in a direct eye to the Palestinians. This double standard of looking to the issues, leaving aside the Palestinian under torture and their daily killing every day and destroying buildings and grabbing the land, I think it is not a just situation. And we hope that our free people in the world, our friends in the world, as they always stand firm with us, can do something to change this ugly face of the occupation.
Yes, true. Thank you. We want to do our meetings, these interviews, monthly, as you kindly agree. And is there anything else you would like to mention now?
Yes, I would like to tell you about my new 2 books.
Please.
Yes. The first, I will send you the copy of it after we finish the meeting. The first book is in Arabic, ذاكرة الترف النرجسي, the eidetic of the opulence of narcissism.
Mm.
This book. It's very symbolic, but it represents the history of the Palestinian Revolution and my role as a writer and a resistant writer and committed writer. How can I portray all this history in different parts of Palestine, outside Palestine, the history of His Excellency Yasser Arafat, Abu Jihad, on all the Palestinian leaders of the revolution, what they have done, and how I myself looked at them through my words, through my committed words. You will find the history of the revolution, and you also will find inside myself how I was part of all the steps towards freedom and justice for Palestinians. I will send you the abstract after the meeting. The second book is the woman, the Palestinian woman. The woman is a cause and a symbol. The image of woman in the Palestinian resisting literature. This is a study, analytical studies. I looked at what the poets and the novelists and all the Palestinian great writers wrote about the woman in both, like a symbol, woman as a symbol, it's Palestine, and the woman, the real woman. And I find very, very beautiful images that Mahmoud Darwish, for example, and the martyr Ghassan Kanapani, he gave a very high standard intellectual level of the woman. In his short story called Al Arus, mean the bride. That means how the freedom fighter across all the borders looking for the dawn of the victory of the freedom. And he symbolized a woman called Saad. Saad, this is an old lady, but very aware lady. She used to take the food to the, to the freedom fighters, to the people who struggle. And always she spoke in wisdom. Always she advised them for the dignity, to keep their dignity, to understand the other, and to try to support the peace and justice in any way they find it possible. I find really very marvelous images that represents the levels of the Palestinian writers.
Wonderful. So are these available in English?
Not yet.
Okay, but they are.
Yeah, but I will send you part abstract for the first one, and some of some experts of the second book. I will send it to you, and
Thank
I
you.
will send you the copy of the books. You can use it whenever you want. And when we meet, I will be happy to sign for you.
Oh yes, I'll
Both
be honored.
Yeah, with great pleasure for me.
Yes, yes, thank you. And for the viewers who do not know something, I want to mention it. I wrote a play, a monodrama on Anna Frank, and another play based on her memoirs, diary, father and daughter, and I performed Otto Frank, and a friend, young actress, performed the part of Anna Frank in Istanbul. And my Jewish composer friend, Daniel Galay, and we wrote a chamber opera based on the diary of Anna Frank. It was performed in Tel Aviv 7 years ago. What I mean is, nobody can call me anti-Jewish or anti-Semitist, because in my life I have shown my concern regarding the Holocaust.
I know.
But,
yes, I know you.
But
you
that,
always.
But that doesn't mean occupiers have a right to occupy Palestine. That's
exactly
a different issue. So again,
yes, I know. I know you very well how much you concern about peace and justice, and through all writers and people talking together, respect each other. But as you know, the Israeli occupation always declare many lies. As you said, the Semins, our history is that.
yes.
And always they say the Palestinians want to throw Israel to the sea. as if we are Hannibal al-Jabbar or Alexander al-Makdoni. You see, all these lies. And what is surprising is some people believe, to believe this. How? I don't know.
Well, propaganda and
Yes,
propaganda,
propaganda.
etc. In Turkey too, people believe all sorts of nonsense. And let me repeat before we started recording that I'm very happy that you were invited to the PEN Peace Conference in Bled, Slovenia. And thanks to the wonderful leadership of our international chair, the Chilean poet Herman Rojas.
Yes, he is a very nice man, and he ran it very well. You see, first of all, I was surprised when he was the head of the peace committee because he is from Latin America, but he did it extremely very good. I feel proud of him. I feel proud of all the friends, and we just discuss many issues. It is very hot issues, of course, and I gave my speech in that, and I was happy to know Hakan from Turkey. It
Yes,
was wonderful, really, but we didn't have much time to sit and talk because all the program was full, really.
of,
So it
of
was
course.
a nice moment, in fact.
Yes, and Tanya Tuma was, of course, she is also
Yes, that was
uh,
very nice.
is
Yeah, Tanya, she is
wonderful,
very good.
one of the new international board members, and she's.
Yeah, she's good. She's very nice and
There
very
are
human.
yes, world peace needs PEN International, really.
Yeah, yes, actually, yeah, yeah. It
Uh,
needs pen, but then Yani has to go more strong to some issues without any effect of another powers. You see, because I
yes,
understand how pen works and try to make balance sometimes, but sometimes balance doesn't go. It's not, you cannot deal with the issues in the same level. You
that's right.
cannot make it in
Balance
the same level. You see,
balance
because
does not mean keeping
it's
inequality. Uh,
exactly, because one has to have straightforward. Yani, I don't say that they have to stand firm and this and that. I understand their role. I understand the Charter of Pen and all the Palestinians do that. But when it goes the limit, sometimes I resist. You understand? But
one,
I respect all the French people and the centers and the supporters. And Mr. Burhan is a very good president and all that stuff. Yani, they work hard and they try to make something in reality on the ground. And it's not easy for them, but they are successful.
since we are talking about PEN, I would like to say that the president of PEN Turkey Center, Mrs. Zeynep Oral, and
Yes.
Vice President Halil Ibrahim Özcan and other friends, they respect you. They have great admiration for you. And
The same with me, we were being friends for a long time, like we are like the gold with our Turkish friends. The more you have the old gold, it's more precious, and you are very dear to me. And I love, Turkish pen, especially the friends that you mentioned, and other writers and scholars that they were invited to Palestine, and we have a very good time. And Shukran Kornikol, if you remember,
yes,
he came to and visited Arafat.
Shukran
So we
Kurdufov,
have a very
yes,
strong and very long history, and we will continue even stronger.
yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
I can visit them the end of July because
One,
I'm going now on the International Poetry Festival in Medellin and in Venezuela, and I'm going to meet Modoro, the president there, and we'll have a talk. And it's a long trip, of course, but after that, right away, I will go to Turkey and meet with my friends.
wonderful. We are together and we'll go. Thank you so much, dear Hanan.
Habibi, Yani, you are always trying hard to make things possible. I thank you so much. And I want you to see you in Palestine soon,
I will,
inshallah.
inshallah. Yes. Thank
You
you.
are welcome always, my dear.
We are
Bye
together.
bye. Thank you. Thanks.